Seemingly immune to comprehensive Western sanctions, the Russian economy grew by over 3% in 2023. Authorities implemented measures including tighter capital controls and a higher key interest rate, and redirected export flows to so-called friendly countries to support the country's economic well-being. All this so that in the long run the economy would have the time and space to adapt. But it is the mid-term perspective that carries the greatest risks, so 2024 may be more complicated.
The impact of the sanctions on the Russian economy have been largely softened, both by the incentives and general conditions in the world markets. 2024 in this regard is more difficult, especially the second half of the year, when the risk associated with high rates, the slowdown of the world economy, and the ability of the leading economies to curb inflation will be there.
Many experts say the economy has been preparing for a tougher landscape ever since 2014, when Russia was sanctioned over Crimea. But the new economic reality has changed consumer habits as well. Many Western brands departed the Russian market, forcing consumers to find replacements, and travel options became more complicated because of airspace closure.
We can't anymore go to the same Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, I don't know. We went just to Russia, and our plane is longer than earlier. That's the most uncomfortable thing.
Now, because of the sanctions, we can't travel around the world. Speaking of myself, I have learned to be a foreign language teacher, and I wanted to go on an internship. I had such an opportunity. I won a grant to study in Germany, but because of the sanctions, I couldn't go.
We were even surprised. We thought something would happen. To be honest, we were worried, but it was all sorted out because there are such clever people in government today.
However, to a certain extent, experts say the economy may have even benefited through greater domestic focus and resourcing previously underdeveloped spheres. But there are also risks that Russia could slip back technologically while restructuring and weaning itself off its reliance on the West. The Russian economy has proven to be resilient and is still very much part of the global economy. And while central banks across the globe are struggling against inflation, the feeling among Russian strategists is that any further sanctions are also likely to damage the Western economies by the same measure. Dasha Chernyshova, TRT World, Moscow.